And we are back for the Daily Morning Joe. So we are currently being broadcast to our Facebook group, the Facebook page, and YouTube. So welcome back to the Morning Joe. I am Dr. Brad Dieter. I am the acting chief operating officer here at Macros Inc., and I run the Daily Joe Show. So today, we are brought to you by San Francisco Bay Coffee. This is the coffee that I buy at Costco whenever we go and I load up. And this is kind of my daily drinker. So I haven't had time to go to the store to get any more coffee. So I'm guessing on Monday we will have a show with, I think I'm going to go after some Doma coffee. So we're going to review a couple Doma coffees next week. I think I've got another one coming in from Canada from a client of ours. So that's going to be pretty cool. So if you want to have a local coffee roaster featured on the Morning Joe, that reaches hundreds of thousands of people every day, to get some free shine on a local coffee roaster, we'll make it, we'll review it, we will give it a score, we will plug them in the show notes, and they can get some free publicity. In fact, we don't charge anything for advertising on the show as of yet. So that's it. Just got my trusty San Francisco Bay. You guys know what this is. This is what we're drinking today. But on the agenda, so for those of you who are new to this show, it's kind of a two-part show. One is we review coffee. We try to help out some small businesses who are part of the Macros Inc. community. And give some publicity to that. And then we also kind of use this as a show to kind of let you guys know what's going on behind the scenes here at Macros Inc., what stuff we're working on, what's new, and what we want you guys to do today. So on the agenda, so big updates from yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty productive day over here at Macros Inc. We launched a new kind of content piece for Macros Inc. We're calling it the 2 cents. So it's basically our 2 cents here from Macros Inc. So generally every Tuesday and Friday, we send out content-driven emails to our email list, just to really kind of provide some additional education, content, let them know a little bit about who we are, what we do, and some really interesting stuff around kind of the health, fitness, nutrition, science literature. So we send those out every Tuesday and Friday. And any of those that are just purely content, we actually put them into blog form, and we have them now on our website. So if you want to go find all of our past email content, all you got to do is go to macrosinc.net/2-cents, or you can just go to macrosinc.net, click on the education tab, and then it says 2 cents in there. So we've got probably, 10, 15 of our last few emails in there. When tomorrow's goes out, we'll also post that in there about 24 to 48 hours afterwards. So you guys will be able to visit emails that maybe you missed or were traveling or something like that. So that is a new resource that's coming. Let's see, other updates. So we have our YouTube contest that we're currently in full steam rolling ahead with. Here's the contest, super simple. We currently have about 160 plus thousand people in our Facebook group. We have 100,000 plus people on our email list. And we really are starting to drive a little more kind of YouTube-based content that people can really enjoy when they're, on the treadmill at the gym, whether they're, commuting, anything like that. We want to have a little bit more content other than just written content. So we're starting to produce a lot more video work. And we really want to reach people there. So what we're doing is, our goal is to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. And if we can achieve that goal, Macros Inc. will be donating $10,000 to charity. So basically, all you have to do to be a part of the donation is go to macrosinc.net/YouTube, click the subscribe button, or you can go to youtube.com/c/macrosinc, click the subscribe button, and you will have done your part to help fight Alzheimer's. So this year we're going to be doing an Alzheimer's donation. Next year we'll decide kind of early January what we're going to be donating to. So we just started this in June. We had 500 people subscribe yesterday. Would love to see like 600 or 700 people subscribe today. So let's kind of build that momentum. I think we need about 600 people a day to get to that goal. So let's all just take 10 seconds, go to youtube.com/c/macrosinc or macrosinc.net/YouTube, click the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified every time we go live, there should be a little bell right down here, just right there. You just click that little belly bell and it will notify you every time we go live. So that's that. A new segment to the Morning Joe. So I figured something that would be really interesting for us to do on the show is kind of pull a piece of literature from the scientific literature and kind of give it a brief review. and kind of let you guys know what's going on in the nutrition literature. So today I actually pulled up a study that was published in April. It went live April 2020 in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. And this study was titled "The Association of Egg Intake with Blood Lipids, Cardiovascular Disease, and Mortality in 177,000 people in 50 countries." So basically what they did, this is basically a nutrition epidemiology study. They polled a bunch of people and looked at their egg intake and then said, okay, how does this associate with cardiovascular disease and cardiovascular mortality? So basically what they found was in these 177,000 people, there's really no real association between people who consumed more eggs versus less eggs on cardiovascular death and or cardiovascular disease. And that means, so people who ate more than 7 eggs a week versus people who really didn't eat any eggs at all, there's really no difference in cardiovascular mortality. So from an epidemiological standpoint, this study kind of showed, the association between egg intake and cardiovascular disease was non-existent. So that was what this study showed. This supports a few other epidemiological studies that have shown this. A few others have shown there is an association, and it really just comes down to kind of methodology and population. But overall, kind of the link between eggs and heart disease is pretty minimal from what we've seen. So that's the new segment, right? We're just going to take these studies, we're going to chop them up, we're going to break them down, have them really bite-sized so you can take that one piece of information and use that in the rest of your daily life. So hopefully over the span of the next year or two as we do this, you will walk away with a bunch of good information. Last piece. So a lot of people have a lot of questions that they want to have answered, but they don't really know where to submit those questions. So if you have topics that you want us to discuss either here on the Morning Joe, on our NutriWiki, on our blog, we have actually a forum that you can do that. So if you go to either macrosinc.net/NutriWiki or NutriWiki.org, there is a submit a topic button, box, form / thingy on the right hand column of the page that you can actually put in your topic and you can submit it, and it goes directly to my email, and I will see it and we will add it to the queue of articles that we need to write about. So those are the big updates. YouTube contest, go check out the Macros Inc. 2 cents. Make sure you go subscribe to YouTube. So stop what you're doing, go to youtube.com/c/macrosinc or macrosinc.net/YouTube, or just go to YouTube and search Macros Inc. and hit the subscribe button and then press the little bell, which is right over here. And make sure that you are alerted every time we go live, every time we publish a video. And that's that. And then last piece, podcast should be live any day now. I'm just waiting for Apple to give me the old okay, and then we'll be off and rolling. All right, that's it. And we're out of here.